Hi Talk family, and welcome back to another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm your host. My name is Desh, and today we're joined by a true powerhouse, the phenomenal Sinolwethu Ilunga.
Hi.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, you got that right. Second attempt, yeah.
Sino is such an amazing woman. She was actually brought to my attention after she received an award, and she was nominated for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which now she is in the semi-finals. So she's a top vehicle sales executive, an excellent finance professional apparently, and an aspiring strategist. Sinu is the definition of multifaceted brilliance.
She is those powerful words.
But her impact doesn't stop there. She's also the founder of, what is it? You tell me.
Hukmeup. So I'm just trying to curate a digital platform for the motor industry, but I guess we'll get into the detail about it later.
Awesome, and I'm so happy that you are coming into the space of digital because we need help here.
Yeah.
So these are some of her incredible initiatives that she's going to speak to us about, and she, with an unshakable commitment to excellence, Sino is not just thriving in her career, she's using her platform to empower others, drive meaningful change, and pave the way for further leaders or future leaders in the motoring world and beyond. So let's give a very, very warm welcome to Sino, and as always, this episode is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions and MFC, a division of Nedbank. Hello, Sino.
That was a lot of words.
I can't wait to hear about the words that made you so powerful all over LinkedIn apparently. So what was that award that you received?
So my CEO gave me the CEO award of the year. I think it was the first ever CEO award that Key has ever handed out.
Which is Paul Turnbull,
yes,
is that
correct?
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that was handed over to me, and also being the finalist for Group A segment dealer. So I hadn't been in sales for a year, and for me to be the top two was quite crazy.
And that is, when I asked you and you arrived, please tell me more about the award. Oh no, I just got an award. Oh no, it was just a spontaneous. No, that is not a CEO award. And those words are quite powerful.
Yeah.
And wow, you are so humble about it. That's
Thanks.
Amazing.
Thanks.
So tell our viewers more about your role. What do you do about your position? I mean,
So I'm currently in sales, right? When I moved to Kia, I moved as a financial manager. I was previously an accountant/bookkeeper at another group.
Okay.
Then I moved to Kia as a financial manager at the head office space.
Okay.
So I guess for me, like journey moving from finance to sales was always kind of like there, but I didn't really act on it as yet. But it just felt right for me to move at that particular point.
Okay. Are you enjoying sales?
I love sales.
I mean, everyone talks about when they have to, when a client takes delivery of a car, and it just feels like a new experience all over again.
Yeah, it is, but sales is not about that. It's a lot more detailed. So you need to make the client feel comfortable from the beginning.
Yes.
Because you're not going to get the spontaneous feeling at the end.
Yes.
If it's not
a journey.
Yes,
a journey.
It's a journey.
And it is. It's the second biggest purchase from our house. So like it's a huge moment in many people's lives. And are you seeing more women buying cars now?
There's a lot more women buying cars than ever. I just think that that's why I've curated my brand the way it is, because there are a lot of females buying cars more than actually men do, which is I would think that is quite incredible. It's a good change. I guess more women are more empowered now to do that.
Absolutely, and that's an amazing thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's such a wonderful time.
It is, yeah.
It's a wonderful time to be alive.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the transformation, the positive transformation is taking place, and we get to witness it, and we get to pave the way for future generations.
Correct.
So it is a nice feeling. So Who has been your inspiration through everything that
there's quite a bit of few people that
name
inspired
them.
me.
Let's talk about them.
So I would say from the initial goal, when I initially walked to the dealership as a graduate, so I started working before I even graduated. So I walked in, I got this lady called Hukmeup. That's the power of LinkedIn. So I DM'd her and I'm like, hi, I would like to come in to work for the holidays. I'll work for free, just to learn and all of that stuff, because I really enjoyed the motoring space. I loved cars. So I just fought to find a way to get in. So she was DP, with the LinkedIn profile, did a principal at VW Soweto. She was the first ever female black. I was like, what?
What's her name?
Hukmeup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she...
but the first female black dealer principal, I think, was Marsha Mayaba.
In Soweto?
Oh, no, not in Soweto. I think in South Africa, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's actually quite incredible.
Yeah, I think, and now she's in the industry. When I met her, it was 24 years that she was in the industry, so now I think it's about 30 years.
That's incredible. I've met her briefly. But
what about that powerful voice, right?
Yeah, she is. She is quite powerful. So yeah, Zuki took me in and I worked, showed myself, got in every single day, planned, like I learned everything that I could learn at a particular, if I had to do parts, I went to parts and did parts. If there was a Valentine's thing that we were supposed to do, I held my hand up. I literally came with ideas to her, like, can you do this? Or the sales managers at that point.
Right.
So even though I was in the admin department in bookkeeping and finance, but I always stretched myself to like different divisions to learn what they're doing, what the F&I does, what the salespeople are doing. So I never like restricted my learning. And then from that time on, they took me in and I was there every week. Went back to varsity because those were holidays. Went back to varsity classes. I would drop in and work and then go to the class and then come back in the afternoon and work. So it was always just that open space that they gave me to come and learn. The opportunity to come and learn about the motoring. I just know that how my heart felt when I was in the dealership.
Right.
It was, I just knew that I'm a motoring girl.
Oh, wow.
I just knew it. Like you've got the sense that you know.
Yeah, it's like a mother instinct.
Yeah, you know the instinct. Like this is my space. Because when you see like a particular car and you're like, this is where I belong. Because you just enjoy cars that much. Yeah. That's just how I ended up started the motor industry.
Okay, so she's been one of your inspirations. Personally, has there been anyone that has inspired you?
Besides her, there is quite a few as I've been going through the list throughout the journeys. Mainly, I think between most men and women. I think currently right now the person that is really giving me the opportunity inspires me quite a bit because I'm there every single day. For example, my DP Gabelo Tlaliane, I think he's quite an incredible leader. So besides the fact that he is a male, but he's such an incredible leader. Yeah. So I look up to him. So every time when I work with somebody, I try to absorb what they actually have and take those good qualities and actually journey through.
Absolutely. And I must say it's not a but, because I think I sit here with a lot of 90% of my support are our male counterpart. Yeah. So I mean, I'm so sorry about that fly, and I have to say it on camera. But please excuse me. I'm not sure where it came from. Yes, absolutely. I mean, men are so instrumental in our growth. There's so much that we can learn from them. Yeah. And so I'm so glad that you brought his name to the forefront as well. But I'm more interested in that DP lady. I have to get her number. You have to give it to me, and
She's not a DP anymore. So she left motoring quite years ago. And yeah,
but she still remembers everything. She knows the game, and she can empower our platform.
She's quite an incredible person.
Okay, so what advice as a professional in your industry with your brand, what advice can you offer the young woman? Think matriculants. Okay, and think young university students, females that want to join the industry. What characteristics should they possess? What should they come into this industry with?
It's a tough industry. I don't think I don't think it's built for everyone. If you know, you know. If you've got it, you've got it. It's like a sting.
Okay.
You know, I think for females entering into the motor space, they need to understand that they're entering into a very male-dominant industry, which means that they need to know who they are and their level of confidence as well. So if you're a matriculant and you feel like, you know what, you want to sell cars, it's not about the sale of the car. It's about the environment that you're in.
Yes.
Because if the sale of the car is just what drives you into the dealership, it's not going to make you. I don't know if that makes sense.
Of course it does. Of course it does. I shake my head in agreement with you.
Yeah, it's not. So you need to understand who you are, number one. Your strengths and weaknesses. I think that's very important to understand who you are, because most people will say my weakness is like crying, for example. It's not a weakness, it's just an emotion.
It's a vulnerability.
It's a vulnerability. And in the field that we're on, it's very limited time to share vulnerability. You need to be very confident about yourself, because you're gonna move from one problem to the next problem to the next problem to the next problem. It's always a solution-driven like space. You need to find yourself.
Absolutely.
Get to know your qualities. If you are confident enough to step into the space, get in. It's a very nice place.
Yeah.
Like motoring is a very beautiful place to be in.
And what you just said now is like, it does really resonates with me on another level. Because you said it's a very nice place if you want it to be. So like spiritually, I've been reading up about where we are in our life. Okay, and is this a nice place? Is this heaven? Maybe this is heaven. Okay, and we're just making a hell out of it.
Correct.
Okay, so I think we decide whether we want it to be a positive situation
or a negative one.
Exactly. But I want to hear about that speech that put you on this pedestal. Please tell me about it. What? Just even snippets of it. What did you say when you received your award?
I guess it was just mainly about, because I know a lot of people just share a lot about their backgrounds and where they come from. I think generally, because I think we live in South Africa, we understand that majority of where we come from is either single parented household, whatever the case might be. So I think it does touch people to see that a person who's grown from a particular background, grown themselves into a space where they're now receiving like a CEO award is quite incredible. You can look at it from that perspective, or you can look at it from my perspective, where I'm just like, okay, well, it's just growth. It's just a journey that I'm going through. So that's why for me, that award doesn't really get into my mind as such, because for me, it was like another step.
Girl, you won an award. I have never won an award.
And it's just another step, like, oh, Fleur, maybe I should celebrate, because I think I've got an issue with celebrating.
Maybe you have an issue with celebrating.
I think so.
I think it's because when we say I have arrived, we have decided, okay, we don't need to achieve anymore. Okay, so I don't believe I will arrive, I think, until I transition into the next.
It's the next journey. It's the next step.
Not even the next journey, the next world, or the next lifetime, or whatever happens after life. I think as long as I breathe, I'm going to want to transform, because we never arrive.
Correct.
But you're still so humble about it. I need to find that speech. I'm going to find that speech. You do not want to repeat to us what you had said, but I maybe will profile you. I'll write about it.
Okay.
I would love to. I mean, many women are definitely going to take a leaf out of your book. Is that what it's called? A leaf out of your book? I'm not sure what the saying is.
A page
out of your book. Okay, shucks. And and grow from this. So as I always say, we might have 500 views on this, or 1,000 views just on this. And if you're sharing, we might even have more views. But in 5 years from now, you will go back onto our page and say, look at it, and there will be 5,000 views, and you have actually impacted 10 lives, and that's enough. So thank you so very much for doing that. And tell us a little bit about your new brand, which is Kia. What do you love most about the brand? Wait, what is your saying? Your tagline is
Sino the Kia hand.
Something what inspires.
Oh, movement that inspires.
Movement that
you mean
inspires.
the Kia tagline?
Yes.
So The thing is with me, I've always liked the brand. So I bought myself a Kia Picanto. So, you know, so I always liked Kia because I just thought that the quality of their cars is quite great. So that's why I'm saying for me, it felt natural to sell something that you like. You don't want to sell a brand that you don't believe in. I think that's one key element when it comes to sales. If you don't believe in the brand, you're not going to be able to sell it or actually showcase the brand as much as you want to, or even just naturally talk about it, because if you sell something else that you can't aspire to drive, it's a bit difficult. The sale is not going to come naturally to you. Neither will your clients, because your clients feel your energy when you sell something. So it is quite it's a nice brand. I think it's a beautiful, even the way they've rebranded from 2021, the change of the, you know, the logos and stuff like that, it made it feel really premium. I know it's not really premium brand, but it feels premium.
Oh, it's very premium.
It's very nice.
I feel very premium.
And it does, for me too. Even on the Picanto feels very premium. It is actually quite a very beautiful brand. And the quality is, I always say, it's unmatched.
Kia is very personal for me. So obviously I represent 28 brands in the country. I'm never biased. I cannot be biased as a journalist, but Kia has a personal impact in my life. When Gary Scott was the CEO, they took me on this adventure to Philippolis, which is the second poorest area in South Africa, and we started the Radha My Pad project there, which I'm now involved with for 5 years. So it's reusable sanitary pads. RADA stands for rape and drug abuse, and it's because of this movement I actually went public with my story. So Kia was extremely instrumental. That's
actually quite incredible
in my personal journey. So it is a movement that inspires.
Definitely. Definitely. No,
and so what advice can you offer women that you know, think that what can you say to them if you think, okay, I want to be Sino, but I don't feel the actual passion for cars, but I want to be in the motoring industry. I want to be in that space.
I think, as I say, like the thing is, there's people who have passion and there's people who are just selling for the day-to-day, month-to-month living. If you want to make it, you need to have the passion. Otherwise, you're just doing sales because you want to feed your family, and that's okay. I think there are a lot of people who walk into the job and say, listen, I just want a job. You know, because
our situation is
our situation is tough and I just want to work. There's not many people who are driven by the passion. But even though you don't like the job, you still need to give it 110%. That's what I always say, because I was in finance. As much as I worked the job, I enjoyed it. I had to learn what I had to learn. I did it 110% every single day. When I wake up, my schedule is packed already on what I need to do. Like if it's bookkeeping or whether it's doing reports, I did it to the optimal level, regardless of how I felt about the job. So I think the key here is that if women do step into the sales role, they need to understand that they need to do it to the optimal level. Otherwise, they're not going to reap the benefits of it.
Oh, I love that.
You won't.
Sino, I want to just talk quickly about your digital platform. Tell us about that. I want to promote that platform. Is it Insta or is it TikTok?
No, so it's on its own, basically. So it's something that I've curated over a few years ago, but I just didn't know how to put it together. I remember when I was in finance, I was speaking to my manager. I'm like, there's a missing gap in the market, and I could always feel it, you know, because I would always engage a lot with the salespeople and how their processes work and all of that stuff. There's always just been a missing gap between what the consumer wants versus what the salesperson is offering. So what it is literally a place where both the sales executive and the market could feel comfortable. In a summary. So it's like it's a safe haven. I would say it's a safe haven for consumers and a convenience for sales executives. So I haven't actually done anything about it as yet. I've pitched it to a few people for now, but I definitely want to get more investment basically for it to be very big. Because I always say every single morning when I get up, I'm like, I'm building the biggest digital platform in the motor industry. That's my key.
So then you can do it. I believe you can be the next auto trader or cars. whatever space.
Whatever the space is.
Sino, I'm saying to you I'm telling you from experience.
Yeah.
I have the biggest digital platform for women empowerment in the motoring trade in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's incredible.
In the world, we have the biggest followers in terms of women empowerment in the motoring trade. And this started from, absolutely just what you're saying now. I am finding a way to navigate. No one's done it before. A female hasn't done it before. Now I want to try this. And I just literally put one foot in front of the other, and I just went with it. So here is your example that you can do it. This will be the second time that I would be, or a female will be representing Africa in Vegas at the symposium, Women's Business Symposium, as a female motoring journalist.
That's great.
As an African, so I'm going the second time this year.
That's great.
So I'm saying this to you, and I haven't really made it public. I think it's the third time I'm talking about it this year, but it's huge because I sit there with 80 women, and I'm the only woman of color in America that's representing the automotive space, and the African and Indian. It is. So yes, I want to sit with you in 5 years from now, and I want you to say, Desh, I've done it.
I will do it.
I know you will.
I
know you. I see it. I see the drive. I've seen the impact. You were trending for some time on LinkedIn. You were trending on LinkedIn, and that's how you landed here. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I have so much of faith, and I have so much of belief in what you're doing. And creating that safe space, because women need that safe space to purchase cars. Okay.
They do.
That's what we're trying to do.
I guess it's been, as when I through the journey of sales, I've learned that so many of the women that come to me are from probably other dealers that have dealt with other people, and they would come in and say, but this person is enforcing this car to me, or telling me to come and sign, and it's just so much anxiety when it comes to buying buying a car. The consumers are either at anxiety or they're shopping every single sort of
I don't have a car. I don't own a car because of the anxiety.
It's anxiety. So we need to make the market feel comfortable. There needs to be a space that the market feels comfortable to go into and say, listen, when I go in here, and it's done excellently for now, because since I've been testing it out, it's really incredible.
Okay. Well, I have to say to you that we have a website called www.whatever.africa, and it's a very safe space for you to buy. It's a division of Nedbank. Okay. So whilst you are promoting your platform, I have to say that we have a very safe space for you to buy your vehicles, and it is Nedbank affiliated. Okay. I just had to get that in there.
No, I get you.
But I believe there's a place and there's space for all of us, for everybody in the industry, and I wish you all the luck. Now we're going to play a game, and you are going to, I'm going to go first, okay? So I'm going to describe what's on this card, and then you're going to guess what it is. So it's 30 seconds.
I'm terrible with that game.
I know, me too. But apparently I needed to bring something new to the table. With my podcast, they wanted it to be more laid back, so that's what we're doing. We please our sponsors. All right, so he is our former president.
Our former president.
Former president.
Isn't it Jake?
Yes, right. Okay.
I don't watch many news.
I should have said Nkandla, right?
That would make sense.
So, okay. I think it's like a headache pill, but it's not Panado. It's the other one. No, the other one. It has like, your mom's mom is who? Your mom's dad?
Grandpa. That wasn't it.
You have to do that for me as well, okay? Because I'm not, oh my God, okay. 27th of April. That's my husband's birthday, by the way.
Okay, that's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
What holiday is it? 27th of April.
I think it's Freedom Day.
Thank you. Right? Yes, that's what's on here. Okay, not the moon, not the star. What's the other, what we get light from?
sun?
Yeah,
Correct.
That's what's written. Yeah, give me mine and make it as.
So I need to ask you these.
Yes.
Or maybe
I need to guess what's on that.
Woo. Okay, so there was a fly. There's a spray that they use.
Doom.
Correct.
I have that every day. I travel with that.
It's in KZN. It's part of KZN. Oh gosh, it's got a male name in front, but there's it's like a shore, like a beach, but it's got a male, and then there's a certain an opposite way of saying beach. There's another way.
Ocean, sea.
No. It's very laid back. It's got 3 words. A, and then it starts. The second one is.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. Okay, let's move on. What do you do?
Please tell me what that, because now
it is Richards Bay.
Richards Bay.
Told you I'm bad. And then what do you say when you guys put glasses together?
Cheers.
Yeah, okay.
I love it.
Got that one. And then
so Cheers is a sitcom, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got one, when you're wrapping up boxes, you use it to like put the boxes together.
Tape.
Correct. The first word of it?
Cellophane tape.
Sellotape.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
you're right.
I want another one.
Okay. So it's I can't say the word, but it had a TV show. A lot of female loved it back in 2015, 16, 18, 19.
Okay.
But it's a city in America. It's very popular.
A city in America, New York, no?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
I think I said the word city because I'm like, I can't say city.
Okay.
New York City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
thank you. Thank you for playing this game with me.
That was great.
And thank you for joining us. Thank you for being you. And I cannot wait to have front row seat to your success.
Thank you.
Love that. Let's just put it out there.
Right,
okay. So thank you so much. We extend our gratitude to all of you for engaging with our content by watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews, our non-profit initiatives, which includes the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk the Talk Studio, supported by Sariti Solutions, focus on honoring and celebrating women like Sino. So our mission goes really way beyond storytelling. We're striving to make a positive impact on lives, and together we are dedicated to empowering and uplifting women within our trade. If you are looking for cars, you can check the website www.evo.auto.africa, and there are plenty of vehicles for you to choose from, and are all accredited MFC Nedbank dealerships. Ladies, I just want to leave you with this thought. We approaching, I know this episode will only be aired next week, so after the Easter weekend, but now I'm before the Easter weekend, so I just want to talk to you about your mental health. And it's so important for us GBV, rape, and suicide counselors at this time of the year and during long weekends to reinforce the message of empowerment, self-empowerment. Ladies, your mental health matters. Okay, take some time for yourself to breathe, to reflect, to recharge. A strong woman knows she has enough strength for the journey, but a woman of strength understands that that's in the journey where her true power is found.
Correct.
Isn't that lovely though?
That is.
So always remember that the question should never be who's going to let me. It must always be
who's gonna stop me.
Thank you. And you're not
nobody's gonna stop you. Nobody's gonna. I think it's a very powerful ending. That's
so you do follow me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I do have a fan. Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you.